Today on Help, I Sexted My Boss.
I tell Jordan all about my holiday to Miami.
William finally reveals his cloak.
I've got a hot and steamy treat for Jordan.
And is it ever okay to slide into someone's DMs who you've met in the doctors? Hello and welcome to Help, I Sexted My Boss, the podcast where we help you navigate the challenges of modern life, answering your 21st century questions and finding solutions to those everyday dilemmas, like, what should you do if aloe vera isn't working on your sunburned skin?
Hello, Ben.
Or, can you send a meal back at a restaurant because you didn't like it?
Hello, Jordan.
Can you do that?
Well, if it's not to your taste, no, you ordered it. If there's something wrong with it, it's raw, it's not cooked, it's frozen, yes.
But if it's...
But if you just, it's got coriander and I'm not a big fan of coriander, no, you can't.
And what should you do if you've accidentally sexted your boss? But we're not your usual agony ants. But we're not your usual agony ants, are we, William Hanson, the UK's leading etiquette expert and viral top ticker?
No, we're not Jordan North, radio presenter, and last week's birthday boy. I'm more supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, you're more atrocious. And that's from Andy.
Thank you, Andy. Can you spell supercalifragilisticexpialidocious?
Yes.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you cannot.
Okay, I will not look at that.
Okay, go on.
supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Of course, you can say it backwards, which is so gidelites it'll go for the groupers.
I'm really impressed with that.
Thank you.
I'm really impressed with that.
I was single for many years.
I can tell. I don't think you're wrong there.
No, I wasn't. I mean, they also spell it in the musical, and that's also why it's ingrained in my head.
Do you know... I always talk about names that I can't spell. Naomi's, Chloe's.
Yes.
Yeah. Brian.
Tim, Tom, Ben.
Brian. I
Yeah.
always put brain.
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 Right.
Brian.
Okay.
So I'd never be able to spell supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
No.
Even though you think of it as something quite atrocious.
Well, the tune's there.
Anyway, let's have a G&D.
Yes.
Lots to catch up on.
Lots to talk about.
a big-
There's a what?
Big elephant in the room right behind us.
All right, I'm trying to lose weight.
No, you look great.
Well, we're getting there.
Oh, God, sprayed in my face, that.
Not. You've never minded before. Thank you. Stop. Oh, good Lord. Jordan.
William's recording his other podcast after this, so let's get him pissed.
Jonathan and I always go and have a gin and tonic at 3:00 before we record.
Do you?
Yes.
You're like, what's
I
her
won't
name?
need to today.
You're like that new book that's come out about the Queen's sister, Margaret.
New book?
Yeah, it's like a book, and apparently she had a little vodka and tonic pick me up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she was sloshed. I don't think it's a new book, though.
No, it is, isn't it? I think it was Mail Online.
Ma'am Darling? Or is there another one?
I think there's another one.
Oh, good. Well, I love it, Princess Margaret.
You should write a rail book.
Yeah, maybe. Don't have the time.
Anyway, who should we toast to?
Well, look. Obviously, last week, sadly, Steve Wright, the radio presenter, died. Indeed, you announced it on Radio 1, didn't you?
Yeah, it was. I didn't announce it, but...
No, but you were the first person on Radio 1 to talk about it.
Yeah, he
Obviously,
was.
That's where Steve started his career.
The word legend is used too much, but he was a legend, and he inspired so many radio DJs, like a generation. Chris Moyles, who I loved and admired, was inspired by Steve Wright. His show was great. You was, I'd say, one of his biggest fans.
I was one of his biggest fans. And again, I've said this before in this podcast, that you obviously, as a child, listened to Moyles going in. We listened to Terry Wogan and Radio 2. And then coming back from school, we'd always listen to Steve Wright. So I think from age 10, he started on Radio 2. And then when my first book, The Bluffer's Guide to Etiquette, came out, I was invited on Steve Wright's show, and there I remained on and off until 2020. And so many opportunities from that came from me doing that show, including me doing the Edinburgh Festival and all sorts of other wonderful things. So I'm incredibly grateful that Steve, particularly as everyone has said last week when he did die, he made you feel the centre of attention. He always gave a good interview. You felt on top of the world, and it was like talking to a very close friend, someone that you knew, even though actually, as we know, he was incredibly private. So thank you to Steve Wright for giving me, and indeed everybody, all those opportunities. And this is to you, Steve.
To Steve.
Oh, that is very strong today, Jordan.
Sorry, sir.
That
It
is incredibly strong. Can we also talk about what you're wearing? Can I say the word Maleficent?
Maleficent?
Yes. You know the witch in Sleeping Beauty?
Yeah.
With the very high collar.
Yeah. See, I'd say more Cantona.
How butch.
Did you get that reference?
No.
He used to...
Isn't that a language in Hong Kong?
He used to have his... No, that's Cantonese.
Oh, right, okay.
He used to have his collar put...
Oh, did he?
flicked up. I just sometimes like to flick a collar up.
Oh, oh, now it's Danny Zuko.
Take your silky put... What is it? Take your filthy paws off my silky drawers.
Do you know, I've never seen Grease.
Shut the front door.
No.
You've never seen Grease?
No.
I used to watch it all the time as a kid.
Yeah, well, that explains it.
It was one of my favourite films.
Was it?
Yeah. What's better than a load of 40-year-olds playing teenagers in the 50s? Have you never seen Grease?
No.
Oh, come off it. You've never
I just don't know if I'd like it.
Oh, we're going to have a little Grease party.
And then we'll watch the film.
I'll grease you up. Oh, God. You've never seen... I last watched it on New Year's Day a few years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice.
It's great. I can't believe you've never seen Grease.
And then they did Grease 2, didn't they?
I've never seen Grease 2, but I've heard it's
Was that? No, I was going to say.
Grease is the word.
Is the word.
Frankie. Oh, we could go and watch it in West End.
No, it's not on.
Is it not?
No,
it's always on.
No, well, it's not. It's finished unless
Is
it's
it?
coming back. I don't think it's coming back.
Oh.
Flogged it to death.
Oh, fair enough. Anyway, how was your holiday? How was Miami?
It was lovely, thank you. Yes, I've been on a little holiday, mini holiday, not a full one.
How many times a year do you go away? 6,
Not
7?
6 or 7, not Judith Chalmers.
You are away a lot.
I mean, I go away for work.
Yeah, because you're working.
Well, I did actually do a bit of work in Miami, actually.
Oh, yeah, you did some writing.
I had to do some writing.
But how was it?
It was very nice, thank you. We'd never been to Miami. We just wanted some winter sun. It was quite cloudy, ha. But anyway, it was better weather than it was over here. It's a funny old place, Miami.
Is it?
Yes, but it's very nice. We'd definitely go back.
Did you go roller skating down the boulevard?
No.
In hot pants and a crop top?
No, because why do something away that I do at home anyway?
Oh,
So,
okay. Yeah, fair enough.
No, there wasn't. I thought there would be a bit more of that around because one of my favourite films is The Birdcage. Have you seen that?
Yes, I have.
And
I actually went to see the play. It was one of the first shows I went to see in the West End.
La Cage aux Folles.
La Cage aux Folles, yeah.
And we went and visited the filming location. It's just on South Beach and walked past that. And I just sort of in my head, I thought there would be loads of drag queens and people on roller skates and, as you say, hot pants. But it was quite sort of, and I mean this in the nicest way, American listeners, generic Florida rather than particularly quirky. But
Crackheads.
I wouldn't call them that. But it was fine. In fact, when we were walking, we had a delicious meal down right at the tip of Miami Beach on South Beach, and we were walking back up, and I desperately needed the loo. And so I said to Mike, I said,
Number one or number two?
Number one, if you need to know.
Okay.
And I don't know why you need to know, but I needed.
Because I need to know, like, if it's number one, you're like, well, you can wait. If it's number two.
Well, I couldn't wait. I should have really gone when we left the restaurant. But there was a queue. So anyway, we're walking. I said to Mike, look, we're just going to have to get a taxi back to the hotel. I need to go. Anyway, and as I was saying that, we then sort of continued further up, and there was a public block of lavatories, public loos.
Where's this going?
Oh, I'll just go in there. But then as I sort of walked towards it, I turned to Mikey, and it's sort of quite quiet. I went, what happens if it's like a local cottaging spot? Mm-hmm. And do you know what Mikey said to me? Do you want me to go in first then? He said, with no sense of irony. I said, no, I do not. Anyway, I went in.
I'll go in first, don't worry.
Yeah. So it's not a local cottaging spot, sadly. But I was relieved in one way.
Okay. Is that all you've got from your trip to Miami?
Oh, no. No, my new favourite phrase that I've had a couple of times said to me, I think when I went to New York last time, I said that I had noticed that all the Americans go, when you walk in somewhere, they go, welcome in, which irritates me because it's just welcome is absolutely fine. You don't need that preposition on the end. And then now they'll say in a restaurant, they'll come up to you, your server will come up to you and say, hello, I'm Veronica. I'll be guiding your experience today.
Oh, wow, okay.
Guiding your... Well, Veronica, let me tell you how that experience was half an hour later when the food was late, cold, and then you want to charge 20% service.
Poor Veronica.
Poor Veronica. Anyway.
Did you get recognised by any Miami and G&Divas?
There were a couple, yes.
Did you?
Yes.
Or was it mainly for the TikToks?
Both.
Wow.
Yes. I had Nathan at Miami Airport Baggage Reclaim came and said hello. Said that he often listens to us in the gym and falls off various equipment laughing. Or nearly does.
Was
anyway.
he proper Miami? Oh my God! You
No,
guys
he was
are
British.
So. Oh, sorry. You ruined that joke.
Sorry. But it was very nice. It was just nice to get away, really.
Okay.
Oh, talking of which, brought you some treats.
Oh, have you? I've got my.
I brought everybody some treats.
Oh,
I mean,
here
it's
we
a
go.
fitting in the week that Steve Wright dies and that he pioneered zoo format. We've got half the studio full of people.
Got half of audio always here today.
I brought everyone some caramel M&Ms.
You are no. These are so bad.
So you can all share these later.
Thank you. You can share them. I'll take these out. Oh, why have you got these?
These all hot.
Thank you.
You know they're my favourite.
They're mine as well. Oh, cheers.
That's a pleasure.
Thank you. What else been going on?
What else? Well, Jordan, in a minute, I'm going to ask you how your week's been because I don't want this to all be about me.
Okay.
But we're going to reveal my cloak.
Oh, have you got your cloak here?
I've got my cloak here.
The Campman cloak.
It's not the Campman cloak. I think that's going to become the Campman cape.
Okay.
But this is my cloak.
Can I ask, is it covered in A, sprinkles, B, sparkles, or C, spunk?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. There's time yet.
There's always time. The episode is still young.
Get yourself down to Soho and there'll be plenty of opportunities for that.
How are you?
Yeah.
Did you have a nice birthday?
Yeah, it was lovely, thank you. I got
Good.
some Stan Smiths. They're trainers.
Right,
that I've been
lovely.
wanting for a while.
Oh, Barack Obama wears those, doesn't he?
I think he might do,
Yes.
actually. I got some, a bath bomb, which was nice.
And you were how old?
Yeah. Someone said, are you like a 12-year-old girl? And I got some pillow spray. And
What's the scent?
I don't know, but it's only meant to be one spray. It's from Lush.
Oh.
I got a face mask as well.
Oh, right.
That mask of minity, that one I got you.
Yeah, God, wow. That was like series 1 or 2 of this
I know.
podcast.
Still use that.
Do you?
Every now and then, yeah. Trying to think what else I did. Yeah, I got one of Wendy's
Potato peelers.
moon pig cards
Oh.
that she sends with a picture on.
Oh.
It's like, extra, read all about it. It's Jordan's 34 today.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, so that was good.
Saves on the postage as well.
Yeah, I went out for a nice meal. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
What sort of meal?
Nando's.
You went. I doubt very much you went out for Nando's.
It's a 3-star Michelin restaurant.
Okay, you see now, it's interesting that you said that because what I meant was it French, Italian, Spanish, Indian, whereas Jordan North has gone straight to the star rating. What type of cuisine was it, Jordan?
It was really nice. It was
That special type
it was
of
a
cuisine.
treat. I was very lucky. It was beautiful. It was a wonderful experience.
That's lovely.
Yeah,
well,
it was.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'll always say my favourite restaurant's Franco's in Preston.
I'm sure that's just what a 3-star Michelin restaurant wants to hear.
No, because it was great. It's completely different. But
Yes.
Franco's in Longridge in Preston is
Is that Italian?
my number one favourite. Yeah, restaurant.
If anyone is going to go to Franco's in Longridge,
Yeah.
what do they order?
So this is what I used to get every time, without fail, when I was at Rock FM. I used to go every Thursday because it's half-price menu. So I'd start with a pint of Foster's, then I'd get prawn cocktail, cheesy garlic bread, spaghetti meatballs, house glass of red, and then a Peroni to finish. Sometimes tiramisu if I was feeling.
Hang on, so the only food you ate was cheesy garlic bread and a prawn cocktail?
And spaghetti meatballs.
Oh, and spaghetti meatballs.
Yeah. That's still my ultimate favourite restaurant.
When were you last there?
I went in the summer when Lucas was born, my nephew.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I took my brother because he lives just around the corner from it.
Does he love it as well?
Yeah, everyone in Longridge and Preston loves it. It's always busy.
Is it, when you took me to that Indian restaurant in Burnley when we did our state visit, we had to bring our own alcohol. Is Franco's licensed?
Yeah, Franco's licensed.
That's properly licensed.
Yeah. It's in Longridge. Check it out. It's fantastic. Also this weekend, I was asked, and I think this would be very good to you, if you was a supermarket, who would you be? Who would you say you'd be?
I mean, really?
Yeah. Waitrose.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Or even Harrods.
Well, it's not a supermarket. That's a department store with a
Okay.
food hall.
Or what about, you'd be Fortnum and Mason?
Yes, probably.
Yeah. Okay. I thought I'd be Booths, which is, to our friends down south, a northern Waitrose, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's northern, but it's done all right for itself.
Okay.
Have I changed? Right?
Booths also goes to 3-star Michelin restaurants.
It was beautiful. I've never been to a 3-star. Well, yeah,
I mean, I've been to a 4-star.
There's no such thing.
Is there not?
Oh, actually, I don't know, actually. But it was nice. Lots
Okay.
of bread.
Right,
Anyway.
so you hang on. You lead a horse to water and then it eats the bread.
Because it's like small picky bits, so you know what I'm like. Anyway,
What supermarket would you be?
I said I'd be Booths.
And
Yeah.
did various companies say that's not true?
No, it was two girls that we'd literally met that were sitting next to us that night. And they said, and I quote, you'd be Aldi because you're a bit rough, but everyone likes you.
And how did that go down?
And I don't know how I feel about that.
No.
She was like, yeah, because it was in Notting Hill when I was having this conversation. So she was like, yeah, because like even the middle class like Aldi as well, and they
not
go
all
for
of them.
bits. I was like, right, okay, I just don't know I don't know what I feel. I don't know how I feel about that.
Aldi.
I mean,
Why not Lidl?
well, have you heard the latest? Remember a few weeks ago, we got an email to say that there's a Lidl opening near us. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Now, where Wilco used to be, there's an Aldi opening as well.
Wow.
I am going to be like a pig in shit when they both open.
You can be in yourself,
Because I'll go
which
Lidl.
is quite a talent.
I'll go Lidl for me bakery, yeah, and me bits, and then I'll go Aldi for me like
Your meats.
cold cuts, me meats. They do really good cheese, great wine. So I'm going to be. I can't wait.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Well, that's Jordan North Supermarket Review.
Come on then, are we going to see this cape?
Yes. All right. Well, it's behind that curtain. I'm just going to go and get it.
Okay.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Well, I can't because it's me. Should we have some M&Ms? Can I keep a full one of these?
Yes, if you want to.
Oh my God, what is that?
It's my cake.
You look like Paddington Bear. That's a proper cape.
That's great, isn't it?
You look like Papa Smurf. Put the hood up again.
Well, no, because the hood it's quite tight and
So
restrictive.
what's the purpose of a cape?
Just to keep you warm.
Okay.
It's arrived at completely the wrong time of year because it's getting quite, it's 15 degrees today.
It's getting quite mild, isn't it?
But I'll be ready for the winter.
Okay. I mean this with the utmost respect. Don't wear that in the cinema.
In the cinema?
Yeah, you look like a flasher. Honestly, you look like it. In fact, I don't know if you could wear that in pub. Make sure you're with someone where you wear that.
Yes, I've also been told I'm not wearing it when I'm in the presence of my husband.
Yeah, I can agree. Don't be like walking behind anyone when you're wearing that. Oh, go give us another one.
I'm now removing it.
Do you know I watched 24 Hours in Police Custody, right? And this guy got done for flashing, but because he had a strap on,
I'm sorry?
he was wearing a strap on.
that was the Met.
Oh, it was the Met.
I watched that too.
Oh, was it not?
Yes.
Anyway, and because it was a strap on,
count, yeah.
it doesn't count as flashing.
Yeah, I think that's ridiculous.
I was like, you dirty He was like flashing his strap on at people.
No, that was the Met.
Oh, okay.
Love the Met.
Yeah, it's
Got into
really
that at
good.
Christmas, yeah.
Anyway, I love the cloak, the cape. But
Good.
Yeah. Can we just get a big lightning up the back of it and just sprinkle sparkle spunk on the back?
We could repurpose it.
Okay.
Are you ready, Jordan, for quite possibly the most exciting thing we have ever done on this podcast?
It's like an episode of Show and Tell, this, isn't it?
It is. It's a big day. Cloak Day, M&Ms, and I'll turn the iron on now.
William has brought in his actual ironing board. Now, it's not
Could
an
you press
ironing.
that button down there?
It's not an ironing board that you and I would probably use when we're out ironing our clothes. It's a. What the hell's that noise?
It's just heating up.
It's a contraption.
It's an ironing system.
It looks like something from the 1930s. Okay,
Well,
and
it's not, because it's quite modern.
Can I ask, how did you get that into the studio today?
So,
Did you
not
get on the
today.
tube?
No, I did not get on the tube. So yesterday I put it in the back of my car and I drove in and lovely AV Adam came and met me downstairs. And I don't know what in Adam's head he thought he was collecting. Maybe just an iron. And it collapses, and it collapses into sort of ironing board size, but it's obviously thicker. And Adam had to wheel that along the road and up very sweetly, so that I didn't need to take it on the tube this morning. And then at the weekend, I'll collect it and take it home.
Why didn't you just get an Uber in today?
It's a good point. But I felt I would rather... Because you don't know how big the Ubers are going to be.
I wish I had time to bring irons in on a Wednesday afternoon. Aren't you writing a book?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
It was a 2-hour round trip to do that.
To bring an iron in?
For ironing demo.
Are you going to show me how to iron?
I'm going to in a minute. I've washed 2 shirts.
Can I go first, or do you want to go first?
Yes, I want to see how you
iron.
Naturally iron.
Okay.
Where you start, because a lot of G&Divas have got in touch with me to ask it's just heating up if you hear that noise. It's got its own. So should we describe it?
Well, it's an ironing board with...
Yes, but the iron itself is built into the board, and in the sort of the legs of the board is the water tank. And it heats up, and it's got a hard water filter built in, because we live in London, and hard water can damage the iron. And inside the iron board itself is a vacuum system, and it sucks and blows depending on which button you press. And it helps you not
yourself.
Helps you not crease the fabric. Right. Shall we have some shirts?
Right, so we're currently at William's contraption of an ironing board.
It's an ironing system.
I do feel like we're on QVC.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, William, what have you got for us today, please?
Well, I've got one of my shirts.
Okay.
That is freshly washed, but it's not ironed, and I thought you could iron it.
Now, can I iron first?
Yes.
Right, okay. So, I'm just unbuttoning William's shirt here. What?
That's all right.
It's
okay,
very...
so you're starting with the front panel.
Yes, of the shirt. Right.
That is incorrect.
What's that noise? And then you just... Where's the puff?
There. Just here. Just here.
Oh.
Try not to hold it on the fabric for too long, because this is a bespoke shirt.
Where's the water?
There's no water.
What? You need your spray?
No.
What? Oh my God, that's good. Look at crease on that. Why is it puffing up? Where's that air coming from?
What, do you want to turn it to suck?
Oh, this is nice. How much did it set you back?
Don't ask.
I'm actually really impressed with that. Do you want to swap sides and show me how you'd iron?
Right, well, a lot of G&Divas are asking where you start with a shirt. And the answer to that is on the collar and on the underside. Now, don't, when you iron, go across in one direction. You only go to the middle, and then you turn the shirt around and do the other side to the middle. Otherwise, you get lopsided collars over time, and we don't want that. Now, the beauty of this and this high-pressure, deep micro steam system is that it doesn't need ironing on both sides. You only need to iron everything on one side.
Yeah, you don't iron on both sides anyway.
Well, you should on a conventional iron.
No, you shouldn't.
Then after the collar, you turn to the arms, and with ironing, with any type of iron, not just this luxury ironing system, the more work that you can do with your hands just to get it all nice and flat, the more time you save. You loving this?
I think we need to bring back producer Ben. I think standards are slipping.
If you do have any questions on ironing G&Divas, let us know. Well, I think this has been highly worth the time.
When was the last time you had intercourse? Have you ever had intercourse on the ironing board?
No!
Is it sturdy enough?
No, it's not.
Can I get on it?
No, you can't!
What are you bringing in next week? Your toilet?
No, lavatory.
Lavatory, shower, washing machine?
Could bring in my vacuum cleaner.
Could bring in your Hoover, yeah. That'd work.
It's not a Hoover, it's a vacuum. Hoover's a brand. If you are interested, by the way, G&Divas, and in the interest of infotainment, I will write it up and we'll put it in our newsletter.
Lovely. Now, before we go on to the listeners' problems and dilemmas for this week, we are going to get William Hanson's etiquettemology of the week.
Yes, and I thought, as it is a leap year, we talk about why can women propose on a leap year.
I'm not being funny, but it's 2024. Women can propose any...
I completely agree with you on that, but there is this sort of adage that is dying as life begins to move on, that a woman could propose to her partner on the 29th of February because it's a leap year. We'll talk about why that is. Did you know, however, it's a bisextile year?
I beg your pardon?
We are in currently a bisextile year.
A bisextile year? What's that?
Yes, it's another name for leap year.
Oh, okay.
because it means 2 6s.
Oh, of course.
So we're in a bisextile year.
Right.
Which is good to know.
We're going to find out why women can propose in a leap year after these messages. Thanks for sticking with us, G&Divas. It's now time for William Hanson's Etiquetteology of the Week. Why are women allowed to propose in a leap year? It's 2024. You can propose when you want.
Yes, well, 2024 is also a leap year, and it's traditionally on the 29th of February. It's rather antiquated, as Jordan says, that women can propose to men. Well, as you know, a leap year is not 365 days, but in fact it's 365, 2,422, which is basically 3,065 and a quarter. So basically, to tidy all that up, old Julius Caesar in Rome invented the Julian calendar, and the leap year, decreeing that every fourth year it would have an extra day, that was decreed as the 29th of February. According to some sources, it was the Irish St. Bridget who complained to St. Patrick that women waited too long for men to propose, and St. Patrick suggested that they could have every 4 years on the 29th of February. However, there is no record of this supposed ancient tradition before the 19th century. Another legend is that Queen Margaret of Scotland made it law in 1288 that a man must accept a leap year proposal, but there's no such record of the law, and Queen Margaret was 5 at the time, so I think that's unlikely. However, more likely is that basically as the 29th of February was an extra day, most people considered that on that day traditions did not imply, and actually, did you know, it was interesting researching this, in English law, that day does not exist. So leasees cannot sign leases for flats, for houses, for anything on the 29th, and those born on the 29th legally have to register their birth as the 1st of March.
Oh, okay.
So it is a non-day. And basically, because it is a non-day, that's sort of where this tradition, probably more recent than people think, has started of women can propose to men. But as you say, it is 2024. Anyone of any gender can propose to anyone on any day.
I always think it'd blag your mind if you were born on 29th of Feb.
Wasn't Cam in Modern Family born on the 29th of Feb?
Was he?
Yes.
My favourite Modern Family character.
And I think there's a joke where Mitch in public says something like, I wish you were just that sort of young, innocent 4-year-old I first fell in love with, and obviously people hear it and it's awkward.
Yeah.
I think is the joke.
Okay.
Good show.
Right. It's a great show. I'm rewatching it again.
Are you? Nice.
I love it. Okay, shall we go on to the listeners' problems and dilemmas, please, William Hanson?
Yes, lovely. Okay, our first one is from Dr. Matthew Cook, PhD.
An actual doctor listening to Help by Sex and My Boss.
Yeah, well, PhD, it's academic, not medical.
Even better.
Yes. Dear William Jordan and C.E. Stewart, please could you advise me on the best good manners and diplomacy I could employ when I move in with my fiancé and bring my furniture with me? The problem is my fiancé's taste is different from mine and my furniture is frankly better than his.
Oh.
Such a gay dilemma. I have handmade leather Parker Knoll sofas and antique mahogany, whereas he has mass-produced pieces from various high street shops and that don't have the same quality finish as mine. Wasn't Parker Knoll in your school the year below you? How do I diplomatically replace most of his furniture without upsetting my fiancé's feelings? Yours sincerely, Dr. Matthew Cook, PhD.
Dr. Matthew Cook, this is a tricky one. This is a tricky one because it has been said to me that I tend to have, and I quote, Karen tendencies.
Yes, you do.
I've been accused of if the house could be how I wanted it to be, it'd be live, laugh, love everywhere.
Yeah.
So
which it is in your mum's house, isn't it? She has signs.
She has lots of signs.
You've talked about this previously.
Like it's Gina Clark or if you sprinkle when you tinkle, please be sweet and wipe the seat, that type of thing.
Yeah.
A home isn't a home until it's got love in it, you know.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So when you're moving in with someone, I think, and you probably had this with Mikey.
What are you saying?
We probably had different styles and tastes, but you've just got to let that person have a couple of things that they want. Don't make them feel left out because they won't feel like the house is theirs.
I completely agree. It's all about compromise. And just over time, I think anyone, whether even flatmates, when I've had flatmates live with me and they have seen my quality items on display, you adjust. They adjust.
Yeah, they do.
So I would, if I would say what is more important than furniture, whether it's come from a high-end store or a low-end store, is your relationship, Matthew. And so I would prioritise that, not your furniture.
And you see it all on TikTok and stuff as well of couples moving in and soft furnishings and stuff. Just do it over time and they'll slowly become acquired. they'll come accustomed to your acquired taste.
They'll grow accustomed to your place.
There you go.
Okay, this is from Sophie. Hi, William Jordan, EPB and Spirit, AV Adam, and Chairman Emeritus Stewart.
He's not dead.
Today...
He texted me.
Did he?
Yeah.
What's he said?
He said he texted me on my birthday.
Oh, that's nice.
And he texted me a picture of him and Kat.
Were they clothed in this one?
Happy birthday, mi amigo. We've just walked to Machu Picchu. So sorry for the delay. There's a picture of him and Kat.
Yes, I saw it.
I replied saying, oh, thanks, guys. Thank you. That looks amazing. Truly. Hope you had a great day. That's all.
Well, that's fascinating insight into your phone. Thank you very much. This one's from Sophie. Hi, William Jordan, EPB and Spirit, AV Adam and Chairman Emeritus Stewart. Today, I went to the doctor's surgery and in the waiting room, I saw a very handsome man who was just my type. Baseball cap, baggy trousers, the works. Sounds a catch. When his appointment was called, his name appeared on the screen. So I swiftly looked on Instagram and found his profile straight away.
Oh, that's a bit weird.
Okay.
But also, fair play.
But you don't know what he was at the doctor's for.
Yeah, if you had clap, you probably wanted to avoid.
Yeah.
Well, no.
I don't know.
We haven't clap. You can't clap shame. You can't STI shame.
Oh, I see. My question is, would following him and saying hello be a huge invasion of privacy, or am I just maximising my chances of meeting my Prince Charming? Much love, Sophie.
Well, you're not a doctor, or you don't work at the surgery, so slide into those DMs, Sophie.
Yeah, but then it's like, well, hi, how did you find my profile?
Well, you just say, it'll be a very funny story when you're married with 2 kids.
I don't think it's going to get that far.
See, you never know. You've got to shoot your shot sometimes. So slide into those DMs.
Sorry?
Shoot your shot.
Well, I think that's what she hopes he does.
Well, no, it's a saying. So,
Okay.
so I'd do it. If you've got his thing, you just slide and say, hey, how are you?
Right. I
Don't mention that you've seen him in the doctor's surgery.
wouldn't go up in the
first.
doctor's surgery. I wouldn't go up and say hello actually there in the doctor's surgery, which is what Sophie's asking. And presumably that moment's gone. I think you have to, if you are going to slide into DMs, I think you've either got to do a little fib, such as, thinking on top of my head, something like, I've got a friend with you. I thought you were my friend, actually, but I looked at your profile and thought you're quite
They'll
attractive.
see right through it. Just slide in.
I
and
just
then
think that's
in a
weird,
couple of weeks,
though.
if the dates are going well, if you go on a date, just say, look, you were in my doctor's and I looked your name up. And just be honest from there. But do it. Go for it.
Okay, well, let us know how it goes. Okay, this next one is from L.
What if it was
What?
like quite serious? I think it was.
Well, you better get on with it.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Dear William and Jordan, Mabuhay, which is a Filipino greeting, or Mabuhay, I think it might be pronounced. I'm one of your Filipino listeners, and I have a food culture dilemma for you. After 25 years of residing in Italy, my cousin, where they do good Italian food, we learned last week, my cousin recently...
But not so much good. Like, you can't get good Chinese or Indian or...
Where should I go for good Chinese?
Well, anywhere in the UK really does.
Or China?
Or China, yeah.
After 25 years of residing in Italy, my cousin recently took a little trip to her native Philippines. Her partner, a fine middle-aged Italian man whom we've never met, accompanied her. On the evening of their arrival, my mother hosted a small family reunion where she prepared various homemade Filipino dishes, including a Filipino-style spaghetti. It's a sweetened bolognese-style dish traditionally made with hot dogs and banana ketchup. Banana ketchup? Have you ever had banana ketchup?
Can't say I have.
No.
But have respect for other people's cultures, please, William Hanson.
I'm not! I was laughing at banana ketchup. You'll get it in a minute.
Oh.
But apparently it's a fruit ketchup condiment made from banana, sugar, vinegar and spices.
Isn't brown sauce made from apples?
Oh, possibly. I don't know. There's definitely vinegar, I think, in brown sauce. Anyway, I'd like to try some banana ketchup. Initially, I was a little hesitant about serving this dish, as I didn't want him to think we were mocking traditional Italian food, but I brushed off my reservations and served it up. He noticed the orange-coloured pasta and was curious about the ingredients. When I told him, it became clear that he was unimpressed. Was I wrong to serve up the dish? Lots of love, L.
No, you weren't. And can I just say, I've, again, been watching it on TikTok, Italians get very fussy about their food. If you eat a pizza with a knife and fork, or you put the wrong cheese on some pasta, they lose their shit, don't they?
They do, or use a spoon.
To be fair, the Spanish are like that as well.
Yes.
So
I think most can't. I mean, the French can be fairly dictatorial.
When I was filming, you'd probably the British can as well, to be fair. Everyone can. So it doesn't matter. People had twists on it. You know, paella, it's never had chorizo or prawns in.
Right, what's it normally got?
It's usually, paella traditionally is like rabbit, it's loads of different meats. I think chicken, maybe a bit of, it's like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's a bit like cassoulet, which is a French dish, which is like a French stew, sort of. Similar concept. I believe was only done with things like goose in it, but Julia Child, the American chef, turned it into chicken because she thought American housewives weren't going to be cooking goose. And now most cassoulets you get anywhere is chicken.
So it's, people had their own little sprinkle on it.
Sprinkle.
Sparkles.
And if you were lucky.
Yeah. It's like, what's it called? With cream in. It's only here, it's only got cream in. Carbonara, thank you, Stu.
Oh, don't put carbonara in. Don't put cream in carbonara.
Yeah, but proper carbonara. I actually prefer proper carbonara, but the one my mum made, she used to make it with cream, so it's fine. But no, you didn't.
What I would say to Elle is when you are presenting, and actually this goes whether you're in the Philippines, over here, in Italy, when you have friends around and you present something to them, you go, this is da-da-da-da. You introduce the dish. They haven't ordered it, so they need to know what they're eating.
Yeah.
So I think you go, this is a Filipino-style dish.
And don't insult it, and don't be like, ugh.
Otherwise, he might think you have tried to serve up spaghetti bolognese, and then he'd be like, well, this is not Italian spaghetti bolognese. But of course it isn't.
You insulted my culture when I made you corned beef hash, and you said it was like cat sick.
Well, it was.
I'll never forget that. I was genuinely, and my ancestors were insulted by that as well.
Your ancestors?
Yeah.
Okay, well, cancel me.
Yeah, so just be wary of people's cultures and stuff.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You made me that bloody...
The tuna thing that you're going to still go on about.
It's awful.
I don't know why I cook tuna. I don't hate tuna.
Do you not remember making it?
No, I can't, but you have...
It's in your little book.
It's not. That's the thing. You have it's not in that book, my hostess book.
Maybe it was beef. Beef.
Excuse me, my beef, I've always done nice beef.
Yeah, you have, to be fair.
Anyway, this is from Tony. Dear William and Jordan.
Thank God, you've not had us round in ages.
No.
No.
Yeah.
And you've got Cheap and James come in.
Well, yeah, I haven't had them round for about 4 years. You've been several times.
Okay.
I'll have you round.
Okay.
Very busy at the moment. This is from Tony. Dear William and Jordan.
Write in the book and get a book deal. I'm not bothered.
Dear William and Jordan, on a recent trip to the local convenience store, I was faced with a queuing dilemma. How British, although they've said convenience store. I was second in line when the checkout lady called forward the person in front of me. They did not approach the till. They were fumbling through the chocolates a few steps away from the till. The options appear to be either KitKat or Double Decker. I'm not sure why.
KitKat any day of the week.
I'm not sure why it was so difficult. Give me 4 fingers any day. Lol. She was again called forward.
Just 2 for me.
But 2?
Yeah, 4's too much. It is. Just 2 with a brew.
Right. Okay. She kept fumbling.
Maybe 4 at the weekend.
Yes. Yeah. When you've sprayed your pillow. So I overtook her. So I overtook her and went ahead to the checkout. At that moment, the fumbling person at the front of the queue started making a huge scene because I had pushed ahead, shouting how rude I was. Should I have been patient and just waited, or was I right in moving forward in the queue? Love the show and keep up the great work, Tony.
It's a tough one, this, because both times I've been like, do you queue, or cause sometimes it can take ages. So it's basically when you get to the till, they've got all the little bits there, and you think, oh, do I want that? And some people take ages.
Yeah.
Wendy being one of them, nightmare. She'll be like 10 minutes going, oh, do I want them? Because it's always the offers and stuff in it.
Yes.
So I'd say it's probably right to wait for them.
I would say you just ask them and go, oh, excuse me, I think it's your turn.
Yeah. Or am I all right to go ahead?
Yeah. And then if you say, oh, it's your turn, they go, oh, I just need to be another minute. So would you mind if I go ahead? I'm in a rush.
Yeah.
And then hopefully they say yes.
Maybe it's fine to ask. But if that was me and I was prattling about looking at M&M's, I'd go, oh, just go ahead, go in front.
They were actually by the till in CVS.
Of course they were. Yeah.
Couldn't find them.
You love CVS and that over there, don't you?
You go into a CVS, which is, we should say, it's sort of like an American Boots, sort of, in America. And you walk, like, they have pills for everything. And you're like, I don't need postnatal pills, but I suddenly want them.
Yeah.
I want to buy them.
I know.
Just because they look so good.
It's not like here. So I went in because I feel a bit under weather. I was in Boots this week and I bought Sudafed and Lemsip.
Yes.
Yeah. And a shower buff.
A shower?
Buff. You know, I like a scrunchie.
A loofah.
Yeah, a loofah.
Yes.
And she was like, we can't serve you both of them. And I thought, well, if we're going to top myself, I'm not going to buy a shower buff, am I?
No, but you save the Undertakers a job.
But it's, I don't, so I had to put the Lemsip back. So it's so annoying.
So you, hang on, you chose exfoliated skin over sorting out your
I
cold.
could still buy the shower buff. It didn't have to, it weren't like.
Oh, I feel really ill.
But I just thought,
I got this flaky dead skin off, I'll be right as rain.
I know it's horrible, but I thought if I were going to, I wouldn't buy a shower buff, would I?
No.
Because
I
some of
appreciate
that lasts about 6 months.
Whereas over in America, they don't care. I've said this before. It was a miracle we've come back from Miami alive. Hairdryer with a slightly dodgy plug. The plug's like right next to the sink, like 1 inch away from the sink.
Oh, they don't care.
They just want you to electrocute yourself.
They don't care out there.
Yeah. We don't put plugs in bathrooms. But anyway, this last one is from Hannah. Dearest William, Jordan and Stuart, I was waiting in a taxi after a night out when a woman asked me if I had any tissues. I had some gift wrapping tissue paper on me and I asked if that would do. Gift wrapping tissue paper?
Yeah, what you put in gifts.
Yeah. The lady graciously accepted and then told me I would need to help her undress. What?
What?
So she could stick the tissue paper in her vag as she kept pissing herself. What?
I'm sorry, what?
I need to read this again.
Jesus Christ.
I was waiting for a taxi after a night out when a woman asked me if I had any tissues. Oh, I see. I had some gift wrapping tissue paper and asked if that would do. Right, okay. Okay. So she wanted to stick it in her what's-it. So I found myself unzipping a stranger from her bodysuit and holding her clothes at such an angle that would allow her to distribute the tissue paper about her folds. Is it ever okay to ask someone for a tissue to put in your vag? Many thanks, Hannah. Well, Hannah, I'm going to break this to you gently. No.
No. It sounds like this person needs some tenor lady.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're called tenor person now.
No, they're tenor ladies.
Oh, okay.
And then you've got tenor men.
Right.
And I'll never forget, a friend of my mum's once really made me laugh because she was training for a half marathon. And I asked her how it was going and she went, I went out for a run last night and she had me tenor lady were in tatters. And I just thought it was so funny. I won't mention her name because she will kill me. But I went, how are you run? She went, me tenor lady were in tatters.
How was she running?
Well, anyway.
Wow.
So,
okay.
So it does happen, but I mean, I think it's okay to ask for tissue, woman to woman, I suppose. I don't know.
I also think with bodysuits, and I've noticed women, well, they're quite sort of fashionable, were quite fashionable a couple of years ago for women to wear on nights out, but they're not very practical, are they? The sort of the big onesie, because, you know, if you do need to go to the loo, you could take the whole thing off.
No.
Unless there's a flap at the back.
No, you can. Yeah,
that comes round.
I think they're easier to use now. Yeah. But it's probably never okay to ask someone for a tissue to put in your vag.
And then to stick it up there in front of them is a whole nother thing.
But if you're leaking.
Well, I wouldn't have let it get to that point.
Well, you can't help it if it does. Do you still have those tenor men I got you for your 30th?
No, I don't. I never even opened the box.
Did you still have the Fray Bentos pies?
Oh, yeah, ate it. Delicious.
They'll last forever. Then.
Yes, I know. That's what I'm worried. I'm full of ultra-processed food. Anyway, what a wonderful episode we've had, Jordan.
From M&Ms to irons to tissues.
And cloaks.
And cloaks. Yeah. Wow.
It's got it all.
It has. I think it's time to wrap up.
Okay.
Well, before we wrap up, can we just... I think it's fair to say this. Can all the gays stop messaging us about the fake plan behind William as well? Okay, we know it offends you. We're going to sort it out, please. I think that's fair to say, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to sort it out. Okay. Right. And for all the builders, we know it's not real builder's hat in the background as well.
Yes.
So Bob the Builder one.
We're sorting out what goes behind me.
That'll be a good demonstration next week. Thank you for your questions and dilemmas. Remember, you can listen and watch every Tuesday and Friday. And on the next episode, we have more weird eating habits from the Pringles dilemma.
Right.
And a G&Diva has been busy on Wikipedia.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, God. We'll see you on Friday.
See you on Friday.